In the middle of a cotton field, a white man dragged away a black man's wife and headed toward a wooden cabin. The husband could only watch, powerless to intervene. Their son tried to run after his mother, but his father stopped him, whispering that they shouldn't move. This was their world, and people like them merely existed in it. Not long after, the white man walked out of the cabin, straightening his clothes. The boy looked up at his father, who forced out a single word: "Hey." That same day, the black man was killed. But in that place, killers like that were never punished. The master ordered his men to bury the body, then walked over to the crying boy and gently told him to stop. From that day on, the boy was brought into the house to work. The chores there were easier than the ones in the field, but the humiliation was the same. His name was William. He quickly learned to read faces, to please every white person he met. Years later, William bowed before his father's grave and told his silent mother he was leaving. She didn't respond. She hadn't spoken since her husband's death. Before leaving, William went to see the old mistress. She lifted his chin, pressed a book into his chest, and said nothing. But in her eyes, he saw something close to affection. The next day, William packed his things and left the place that had been suffocating him his whole life. What he didn't know was that the world beyond was even harsher. For days, he couldn't find a job, a bed, or even a meal. America at that time was drenched in racism. No matter where a black man went, he was never truly welcome. One day, a cake in a bakery window caught his attention. Hungry and exhausted, he smashed the glass and rushed inside. The loud crash brought the hotel staff running. David, the manager, came downstairs to find William devouring the cake like a starving animal. He demanded to know if William had any idea what he was doing. William froze, speechless. To his surprise, David didn't call the police. Instead, he bandaged the man's bleeding hands. William looked up and asked if he needed any help. He said he could serve guests, and just like that, he landed his first job. David taught him the art of hospitality and told him that the key was to make sure every guest left with a smile. Time flew by. One day, David told him that an important client wanted to offer him a position. Since David was getting old, he decided to let William take the opportunity. Before they parted, David advised him that in the white man's world, survival meant making them feel safe, never letting them see you as a threat. Soon after, William started working at a luxury hotel. One day, a white guest asked him whether he thought black and white children should go to the same school. The man clearly expected him to say no, but William replied,